Now, a rare collection of artefacts from the world's most famous ship, RMS Titanic, is now on show at Manchester Central's Exchange Hall. One of the star exhibits is actually a deck chair which survived the sinking in 1912. Annie Knowlson has this report.
A photograph of the deadly iceberg that struck the ship and a dress that Kate Winslet wore in the Hollywood film. This treasure trove is taking people back to that fateful maiden voyage.
So we're each going to have a boarding pass, and this will tell us about a real passenger aboard the Titanic. So let's get our tickets checked.
Boarding pass. A third class.
That's me.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Once I got past the captain, it was time to explore the collection.
So in this cabinet here is one of my favourite artefacts of the exhibition. It's believed to be the largest surviving fragment of the aft grand staircase. It was retrieved from the surface of the sea just after the sinking of the Titanic, and so that's why it's so well preserved. When they were recovering the bodies, fragments of wood, including this beautiful piece of carving, were retrieved at the same time.
One of the highlights of this exhibition is this deck chair here. It's one of only a few that's still fully intact from the Titanic, and it's the first time that this deck chair has been on display in the UK. Now, this was used as a flotation device when the ship was sinking. These deck chairs were thrown overboard for people to hang on to once they were in the water.
Someone who's seen the wreck firsthand, not once, not twice, but 22 times, is Dick Barton, the former Vice President of Operations at RMS Titanic.
I mean, more people have been to the moon than they've been down to the Titanic. So it's a very finite existence because it's so deep, it's dark, and you can only see what you can light up. We've taken that story from artifact collection and the exhibit and the story of Titanic into the actual next phase, which was diving, recovery and conservation.
So one of the fantastic things about being in Manchester is there are so many connections between the Titanic and northwest England. And this is one of them. This is a piece of sheet music from Wallace Hartley, who was born in Colne, Lancashire. He was the band leader aboard the Titanic. This sheet music was kept inside his violin case, and it was very tragically retrieved from his body.
Looking at the memorial wall at the end of the exhibition, I saw that both of our passengers survived, but others were not so lucky.
They died on the honeymoon.
Quite emotional, to be fair, walking around, reading bits, especially about the 10-year-old child being the first one recovered.
Just the fact that the cutbacks that they did, that might have saved people. And I didn't realise it was that big, with swimming pools and everything like that.
I feel so detached from it when you see it on TV and you come here and it makes it more real.
I loved it.
It was amazing. I loved this place.
Passing this fascinating story on so that it's remembered for generations to come. Annie Knowlson, BBC North West Tonight, Manchester.
Now, they've got the pose, haven't they? They've obviously watched the film. It was on telly again recently. I really enjoyed watching a little bit of it. Annie Knowlson there, perfectly at home in steerage class as well. Right, here are some of the other stories that people are reading tonight from